What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday, a spot where I get Scentsy reviews out to you based on the votes from the previous week. That way you guys get to hear about the scents that interest you. Hopefully this review series will help you decide if scent's going to work for you or not. And this week we are focusing on the Star Wars Outer Rim collection, so let's get started. Alright, let's talk about our first place scent for the week. It is Star Wars Tatooine Sunsets, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. But this one is a golden beige brown colored wax. It's between light and medium on cold sniff. It had 24% of your vote. And I would either put this in the woods or the woods spice category. It's a really hard one to kind of figure where to put it. So the scent description says, bright cardamom pods and pink pepper shimmer of it above a vast expanse of vetiver. I'm not really sure if I get any of those notes kind of has they're listed there. I think vetiver is kind of like a dry, earthy grass that's a distant cousin of lemongrass. But what I get is a creamy golden amber scent. That's kind of what I get. Maybe there's a little bit of an exotic twist. Maybe there's a tiny bit of like a warmth from a spice. It's definitely a warm scent. It's kind of dry. I don't know if calming's the right word. It's very like chill, but not chill as in cold. It's just a relaxing kind of earthy scent. So I have a note here, earthy, warm, tiny bit of exotic, creamy, golden amber. So that's the way I think of this scent. It's the same vibe as a few of these scents. Now, obviously it's not the same, but if you like this family of scents, you might like this. And I'm somebody that color influences me, so that could be why my brain is going to this. But I have written down Vitamin R, Woody Reach for the Sky, Circle of Life, maybe Blonde Wood and Moonflower minus the florals, Fields of Gold, and Graduation. Those kind of scents, they kind of give a chill, relaxing, gentle, atmospheric warmth in the background. Vanilla-y, creamy warmth. Okay, so what I did was I only warmed this in one spot because I didn't have a lot of time this week, so I put 4 cubes here in my bedroom, bathroom, area. And I would say it was about 5 out of 10 for the first day, and maybe 3 to 4 out of 10 on the second day. Now, in saying that, I'm not sure if I would have wanted it a lot stronger because there was this weird kind of exotic note that I'm not sure I loved. But in general, I liked this better on the second day. Something about it just really was nice and inviting, but it wasn't obviously strong enough for me. So I think if you're someone that's going to warm this, maybe warm it in small to medium spaces. And I think places like bedrooms, offices, even like a reading nook or a sunroom, if you had those kind of places in your home, then this would fit really well there. I think that it's more like a summer into fall transition type of scent. And I think that, unfortunately, it is a license bar, so it is $1 more, so factor that in. Will I be repurchasing this one? No, I will probably sample out the rest of this wax to my customers, mainly because where license bars are a bit more expensive, I want them to be able to smell the scent and make an informed decision that way rather than taking a gamble. But yes, if you want to try this scent, remember you can put it in your Scentsy Club and get it individually that way. So not a repurchase for me, but it was nice, just not overly strong. So that is Tatooine Sunsets. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Hoth Winter, also from the Outer Rim Star Wars collection. This one had 21% of the vote. It's this light blue colored wax, and I would say it's about medium intensity on cold sniff. I would put this in the fresh category, but also with a sub of woods. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, beneath cool winter air, midnight woods shelter warm amber. So I find I get a little bit of a few different things. I get a little bit of eucalyptus. I get a bit of sweetness, some camphor maybe. And also have a note, a little bit of evergreen and a little bit of mint. So it reminded me a lot of a scent that I had from Rainbow Melts a while back, but that was really heavy on the camphor. This would be a lot lighter. But as I warmed it, it really reminded me of another scent. It reminded me a lot of lavender and white balsam. So I think if you like lavender and white balsam and the way it presents, then you might want to pick this one up. I don't think there's lavender in here. Sometimes there's lavender in scents and we don't have all the notes. But also maybe if you're not sure of what lavender and white balsam smells like, maybe if you took one of those minty, fresh, airy scents, something like a Best in Snow, and mixed maybe a quarter of a cube of Mighty Pine, something like that with that very invigorating fresh air evergreen note, then put that in. Now this is minty and it's very sweet, so that's probably where I'm going with the Best in Snow bit. But let's talk about performance. I put 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom, and I put almost 6 cubes, and I put 5 cubes in the open layout, excuse me. So 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom. The reason I wasn't expecting this to be very strong, and I put it in there, it was like 9 out of 10. And I left it going just one day. It seemed to fizzle out. And for it to kind of boom at the beginning, it was coming out through like just a little door crack. I could smell it kind of coming through the whole apartment. But then it just kind of faded. I only left it going a day in the bathroom there, and that's a full-size warmer. But partway through that warming, I decided, well, it seems strong enough, so I took 5 cubes and put it in the open layout. Normally I would put 6, but I wanted a cube to show you and smell. So it was about 6 to 6.5 in the open layout, and again, I only left it going a day, and as the day kind of progressed, it was harder to pick up. So it was really, really nice on scent appeal. Just, I'm really not sure if performance kind of weighed out for me. But I think if you're someone that likes scents that once you put them in the warmer, they throw very quickly and you get a good strength payoff, and you like to change out your wax somewhat frequently, I think this would work out great. Obviously, it's more of a wintry style scent, and I would say you could probably put this anywhere in your home, maybe not the kitchen, but it would probably work, very well. And again, it is a licensed bar, so $1 more per bar. Will I be repurchasing this one? I don't think so, but I did really enjoy it. So that is Hoth Winter. All right, let's talk about our third place scent for the week. It is Star Wars Endor Forest. This one had 19% of the vote. It's a green colored wax. It's about a medium intensity on cold sniff, and I would put this in the woods category with a sub of fresh. So let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, cedarwood lifts fir balsam needles to towering heights, shading groves of eucalyptus leaves. So this reminds me of, there's kind of like those host plants that have, the leaves are maybe fairly small, like this big, and they're kind of thick and they're shiny and rubbery, and it kind of reminds me of that. I do get a little bit of eucalyptus, and I definitely get the fir balsam. The fir balsam and the evergreen is the prominent note, and as you warm it, I feel like the cedarwood comes out. So yeah, it's a Christmas tree evergreen type scent, and as you warm it, the cedarwood comes out, but there's that a little uplifting, feel of the eucalyptus leaves, which I think is slightly different than eucalyptus. Now, I would say if you're familiar with Disney Season of Magic, it's not the same, but maybe a slightly more adult version of that, and not as strong or not as good a performer for me. There is a bit of a sweetness to it, I think, that reminds me of Disney Season of Magic. So what I did was I warmed it in 2 spots. I warmed it in Erica's room and the boys' room. So in the boys' room, I put it in. It was between 6 and 7 out of 10, and I only left it going a day. It just seemed to trail off. And in Erica's room, it was about a 6 out of 10, and again, a day. And then I let it, changed it. It seemed to trail off. I did go up to the warmer at one point to smell it to see how strong the wax smelled, and I got that underlying kind of cat pee tendency, but I wasn't really getting that in the room. So I'm not really sure if it was stronger, if I would pick that up in the room. So I was kind of okay with the strength of this. It wasn't as strong as I had expected. I was actually going to try this in the open layout, but I'm glad I did not. And I think if you're someone that changes your wax out daily, then you'll probably be okay with this. But if you're someone that likes your wax in for a long time, then be prepared that you're probably just going to have that gentle cedarwood note as you go. So this was probably my least favorite of the 3, and I would say this is more of a early winter season scent, or Christmas time. If you have an artificial tree, this would be a good one to put in. If you want a fresh kind of tree scent throughout the year to kind of clean the air, this would be a good one. But I would say stick to medium spaces for this one. And again, it is $1 more per bar, so keep that in mind. Will I be repurchasing this one? No, I don't think so. There's other tree scents that I like, but again, I will sample these last 2 cubes out to my customers and let them decide if that scent might work for them. So that is Endor Forest. All right, so let's move to the portion of the video where I'm going to present to you some scents and you guys are going to vote. So I'm going to focus on the Bring Back My Bar collection for the next little bit. I also have the Inside Out collection, but people seem to really want to hear about the Bring Back My Bars. I think there are 11 that I do not have Tester Tuesday videos out for. I do not have my bars yet. They're supposed to come either today or tomorrow. As I film this video, it's Monday. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to go from the bottom of the alphabet backwards, and we're going to focus on those ones first, because sometimes they get, warmed last. So we're going to switch things up. So I will put a little picture of the bar as I talk. So scent number 1, oh, if you're new to my channel, pick 2 different scents by early Wednesday morning, put them down in the YouTube comment section, or vote on Instagram. Don't vote in both places. All right, scent number 1 is going to be Surfer Chick. Scent number 2 is going to be Sea Salt Mist. Scent number 3, Sandalwood and Cranberries. Scent number 4 is Reggae Sunset. Scent number 5 is Red Delicious. And scent number 6, I have warmed this one before, but I don't think I reviewed it officially, is Lemon Lavender. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like my content and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe and the bell and you'll be notified when I post future videos. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.